let's pull that up. Where's the live stream? Come on. Show me the live stream. There it is. All right, give me live chat. Yo, Chief, how you freaking doing, my man? Very first one to the chat. Just gonna go and post that. Shut up and take my money. We just started, Tristan. Dude, how are you freaking doing, Tristan? Hopefully you're doing good. All right. Just making sure we set up everything right. Trying to pull up live stream. We just started and Tristan already getting himself in here. Yo, Tristan, thank you very much, my dude. Happy Independence Day to you. Thank you very much, my man. And Coffee Time Hobby, if you're in the chat, you better thank this man. Sneezy, how are you on this fine evening? I'm doing pretty good. Tristan, thank you very much, my man. Hopefully you're having yourself a good day, my man. And Airsoft. Very first one to the donation race. Thank you, my dude. Happy 4th, by the way. Thank you very much. Miss Sunshine, thank you very much for subscribing. How is everyone freaking doing? Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all the Americans out here. Yo, Tristan, I know it's backwards, but dude, thank you very much. Very much appreciate you. I'll just throw you right here for now. What do you think of the Vorsk? Vorsk is strange. Be my founding father. Yo, how you freaking doing? Yo, big shout out to his little cousin, always modding in here. Asher, sorry, what do you think about Vorsk? Honestly, Vorsk, as far as I've always heard and read, I've had my hands on a couple before, but I've never actually shot them, really got to use them very long, just took them out of the box. I got my hands on the dual-wield Punisher setup. They looked really good, better than my WE ones, which I've got out here later. Actually, I don't have my Punisher ones out here, but I can get those. I took a look at them. From what I read and see in reviews, they're not very good performance-wise, but they look really good. So if you're going for looks, they do that pretty damn well. Performance-wise, I think you can get a whole lot better. But they look good. That's the one thing. Collab when? Well, most of the all the founding fathers are dead. However, I will be going to see George Washington's tomb very soon. The Cyber Ninja, how you freaking doing? Daniel, Daniel, how are you doing, my man? What DMR would you recommend to a DMR beginner? The M110, the SR25 platform is really good. A lot of people are liking it. It's coming back in popularity. It kind of fell off and it's coming back up, and I'm really happy to see that. However, if you're trying to just start off doing DMR builds, you have to realize you're going to build them. You're going to put a lot of time, effort, and money into that kind of stuff. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Cyber Ninja, thank you very much. I see you're wearing an H&K shirt. It's been a while since I've been watching your stuff. H&K fan? Very much so. There's actually one that my friends at Elite Force gave me a while back. I can't even remember the event I got this, but yeah, the Elite Force guys are always really freaking cool with me. Asher, I've got a USPSA pistol shooting competitions tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'm so excited. Asher, good luck to you. And anyone in the chat that wants to wish him good luck, definitely do it. By the way, I'm missing my glasses because I've realized that they're the wrong prescription. It's been causing me super bad headaches. So if I'm squinting a lot trying to read the chat, it's that. I already have bad eyesight, so now I made it a whole lot worse. Hi, I got an Arcturus Sword Light FE. And I have feeding issues with Crytac mags, but it goes away when I push it up. How can I fix it? Could be mid-cap syndrome if you're using really heavyweight BBs, or it could just because it doesn't like those magazines. Fitment issues with magazines is always kind of a thing with AAGs, especially with M4s. Actually, not just with M4s, but pretty much anything. So I would say mix it up. Your gun just might not like those magazines in specific, but maybe some EPMs, any of the versions of the EPMs might do you a whole lot better. I have a SA M4 SBR suppressed with an upgraded bucking. What else do you think I should upgrade? I was thinking I would always go with an inner barrel. Buckings, hop up pretty much a complete hop-up overhaul, including your inner barrel, you do really good. Then you can start swapping out your piston if you want to, upgrading your O-rings and such to get really good air compression. Air compression and accuracy range is always super important. Tristan in here again with the $5, dropping it on us. Good luck, Asher and Scott, with his squinted eyes and blown out mic here. Hands you a one-day Asian town pass. So am I allowed to say the Asian slur now? The singular only Asian slur? Is that what you're telling me I can do? No, dude, Tristan, thank you very much. And can we just get some love in the chat for Tristan? Just throw him a bunch of hearts in the chat right now. Thank you, my dude. I very much appreciate you. And you say it. Yes, say it. Dude. Okay, maybe I won't. But dude, Tristan, thank you very much, my man. I guess, just because of that, I'm gonna give you another one. Please use an airsoft flintlock in a round. If I do another 1v1 me episode, that would be a pretty damn good idea, honestly. Just like to goof off. Tristan Art and Airsoft one more time. And to anyone who wants to donate for any reason at all, if you for whatever reason think I deserve it, you want to buy me nuggets, go ahead and use the link in the chat. Tristan, I'm just going to be covered in you. That sounds gross. Tristan, again, say it now. Do you want me to just do the Jeremy Clarkson thing and get a whole bunch of people super mad at us because I said something about a man on a bridge? Tristan, thank you very much, my man. One more time. The Asian slur, you're smart. You're just smart at everything. Ayo, how you freaking doing, Antris Airsoft? I'm probably saying that wrong. I apologize. Antares, I've actually never... I always want to be honest with people. I don't think I've seen anything you've done, my man, but I see you're verified. Let me go ahead and check out your channel real quick. Let me go ahead and check out your channel. It's just like a bunch of USAirsoft like hate. Nah, dude. Oh, I see. That's cool. We're not ready for this technology. Dude, you got a nice channel going on. I like your thumbnails. They really stand out. I can't read any of this because I never got taught Spanish when I was growing up, dude. But, dude, thank you very much for actually tuning in. Yeah, you have a good channel. You have a good-looking channel right here, my man. I'm going to go back to chat. I'm sorry. I thought this was America. Tristan, what are you doing, my man? Thank you. I haven't even shown off anything, and I'm just covered in Tristan. YouTube ain't America. yeah, I know. YouTube kind of goes on its own rules. I just thought, Tristan, where are you? Where's your heritage anyway? That's a weird way of saying it. If I could take a guess, you're Filipino. That's just going to be my guess. Put your hand on your camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. Where have I heard that name before? I've heard that name before. YouTube ain't America. Okay, to everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you to Tristan, first off, all the donations. Let me go ahead and throw these names up. If you have any questions and I'm missing them, please ask them again. Throw some emojis on there. I want to get to everybody as I possibly can. I won't be streaming for like 2 hours. I'm probably going to try to keep it down to 1 hour. And to anybody else that wants to donate for any reason, it's just going to be all Tristan today. Use the link at the top of our chat because then YouTube can't take a cut of this. Thank you to everybody for that. I'm buying a bolt action tomorrow, and hopefully we have time to play a game. I'm going to get some other stuff as well. You should throw the Car 98. I will show you my Car 98K. But first, let me throw Tristan 5 times up on the wall of supporters. I'm Filipino. Don't you send some evil spirit softers here to be blood soft. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I'll throw these up here and I'll explain that real quick. Tristan. It's just a whole line of Tristan. The only reason why I know that is because my stepmother told me, this is going to sound so fucked, but I'm Mexican, right? My stepmother is Filipino. She's Manila. And she's told me once, if they're Asian but they look Hispanic, they're most likely Filipino or Vietnamese. And I just don't know why, but it's always like a great way to tell it. But Tristan, one more time, where I'm down to my last brick of sticky notes because of you guys. But let me go ahead and get this up one more time, and I will go ahead and start showing off what I've got behind me. I don't think we've gone this long without actually showing off everything. You Filipinos. What's up, Klinka? Gigan, how are you freaking doing, my man? Should I buy a DMR or not? It kind of matters. First off, let me throw this up there. It kind of comes down to if you want to play that play style. Should you just do it? Stitch, by the way, Stitch, thank you very much for watching. Let me go ahead and switch over here. Hey, Filipino, again, I'm going to throw you up there in a second. Okay, Tristan, you've got one more spot. I'll throw you up there in one moment. So if we're talking about DMRs, right? I really liked the G3. So I got a G3. I haven't done anything internally on this, and it just runs perfectly fine. The only thing I threw on was one of Novrich's big-ass scopes because it just looks good. That and the LCT leather sling. I think that looks good. Do you need this? No, not really. USAirsoft. I've had my HK416A5, the one with the Avalon gearbox, for about 2 years now, and I'm thinking about Tierney buying a TM MWS M4. Thoughts, opinions? You would have one of the most supported gas blowbacks out there in the world, especially for the M4. So honestly, yeah, I'd definitely recommend it. You can do a whole lot with that. Should I get an Arcturus AK-12 to go along with my PP-19? The Arcturus model is honestly, in my opinion, the very best AK-12 out there. I don't have my Arcturus. I don't think I have any Arcturus guns out today. Next live stream, I'll bring out my Arcturus AK-12 and my PP-19, if that sounds good to you guys. We stream every single Friday, by the way. But I don't have any of my Arcturuses out today, which is a shame. But the Arcturus AK-12, I love that piece. One of my favorite. What do you think? Actually, by the way, I think if we go over here to the awards section, this is from the kittens. I need to get rid of that. I think somewhere in here we have, yeah, we have the Arcturus PP-19 award, and I think we have the AK-12 award somewhere around here. I'm not trying to gloat. It's just because we've done our reviews so much that I think 2 of these awards are because of best review of the year, and I think they're both Arcturus models. So thank you guys very much. Y'all voted for us to make that happen. Hey, Scott. How are you doing? I was wondering when you were going to stream. Glad to see you. Riley, how are you freaking doing, my dude? Hopefully you're doing good. You should get a 3D printer and make a bunch of random goofy attachments. I would love to do that because could you imagine the kind of videos you could make? If you don't know, lately I've been really binging Grog TV. I love his videos. They're just so charming. But I love it whenever he takes viewers' opinions, viewers' comments, and turns that into a car, and they're just ridiculous. So, like, I can imagine, like, fans tell me, hey, you need to use an AUG AUG. You need to use the AUG, right? But 3D print a cup holder as the grip. I know that Dayton did that from House Gamers forever ago. But, you know, stuff like that. And then just keep on making goofy videos like that. That would be, like, really fun. What's the best company currently? I don't really think of airsoft companies like that. I don't like, oh yeah, Arcturus is the absolute best one right now. It comes down to what you're looking for. So when it comes to like the AK-12 in per se, I would think that is the best AK-12 out there, right? But Arcturus doesn't make too many other models away from the AK section that we can get here in the United States. They make some M4s and they make some AKs. Tokyo Marui damn near makes everything. LCT makes a whole bunch of stuff. G&G makes a whole bunch of stuff. So I like those brands just because the variety is really big. But if you get very specific, like who makes the best MP5K, well then it's going to be one of like 4 different companies, right? I've got an S&T M16A4 with a wrist handguard. It's a gas blowback. Can't get the hop consistent enough to sight in my ACOG. What would you suggest? You just got to gut that hop up, it sounds like. Scott, is LCT still being a clanky and not giving you green light? I haven't talked to them a bit. Right now, they're waiting for my newest gameplay video over that thing. Well, I'm just about to finish the gameplay video. Finally, I've had enough time to sit down and really work on it. So I'm almost done with this. And after we finish this, I believe they want to talk about doing the giveaway for that, the RPK. I got to clean this thing up. I've had it for so long that there's some scratches here and there. Nothing too major, no gearbox problems. I've taken this out a couple times for videos. But yeah, it's going to be sad to let that thing go, but I promised I would. Yeah, it's still here. I just need to clean it up. But I think after I finish that video, we can finally get that done. Do you have a VSS? Eli, I don't, only for the fact that I've never really liked the VSS too much. It looks okay, but it's just not my cup of tea, so I just never really bothered getting one. What should a DMR build contain besides the DMR itself? A scope and a sidearm? Of course, you're going to need some type of optic. You don't need something absurd with a huge zoom because you got to remember this is still Airsoft. Like even that scope is a pretty ridiculous situation, but it's big, and that's why I just like it. It just looks really good with a really big scope. You're going to need a couple extra mags. You're going to need to upgrade your hop up and your barrel. Make sure it's got accuracy as long to go along with its range. You just want consistency. Are the cheap starter possible shit SEMA M4s actually good for starting? I know the bare minimum only had a Springer SEMA AK, and I'm scared I will spend money and regret spending on an M4. If you're looking at getting an M4, SEMA Platinums are pretty good. What you want to stick around is like the $160, $180 range. Anything super lower, like much lower than that, you're going to start really getting some pretty crap quality. It's kind of like the good buffer zone. I would also really suggest that you go to your local field and try to ask some questions around, or try to rent out some stuff. Ask the staff, ask a really good tech. They'll give you some really good recommendations as well. Arcturus Mark 1 CQB starter pack is a good value. Yeah, exactly. Combat Weasel, that is a really good pick. Hi, Scott. Should I buy an Elite Force H&K Gaspovic MP7 for an outdoor field? I'm a CQB specialist. Any thoughts? I have not tried them when it comes to range in a long time. If it's a gas blowback, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And CQB, it's going to be really good too. Should I get an AUG or an AK? I would suggest get the AK. There's so many more parts, and unless you're going with the GHK gas blowback one, most of the AUGs are pretty god-awful, honestly. But sorry to sound like a broken record. I don't think you have my question. I'm getting a black HK G28 here soon. Very nice. I am having trouble finding a scope, though. Any recommendations? Wolf, first off, really cool pick. Dragonoff, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to miss you, Dragonoff. I did it, Scott. I don't even know what you did. I'm sorry. My laptop's dying. So what was the question now? What's a good scope for a G28? Honestly, it just kind of comes down to what you want specific. Do you want something like big and massive? Do you want something tiny and short but usable? That's honestly a kind of an opinionated question. It just comes down what you want specifically. It'd be like me asking somebody like, hey, how should I make my GY M16A4 look? Well, what do you want it to look at? There's no real recommendation I can really give you for your G28. I would just say go look at a few scopes at your local store maybe. Look at a few photos and see what kind of look you want to go with. I made a micro Draco. Is it even smaller than this thing? And remember, I have that suppressor on. Like, the barrel is, like, that long. Like, that's it. So, is it even smaller than that? I'd be curious. That G3 is sweet. Cutter, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, I have to leave. Gonna go visit some family. Y'all stay safe. Liam, thank you very much for tuning in. What gun platform, in your opinion, has the best balance of being unique, still well supported? That's a good one. It wouldn't be the FAL. It wouldn't be the G3. That's a really good one. I would think that the MP5, there's a lot of parts out there, and you can get, like, the MP5 more and more is getting kind of scarce out there. You don't see very many MP5s or G36s out there. I love my MP5. There's magazines for days, exterior parts, mounts, stocks, and everything. Honestly, I would recommend that. How can I comfortably hold the handguard of a gun without having to grab the light when switching shoulders on a 6-in handguard? How can I comfortably hold the handguard of a gun without having to grab the light when switching shoulders? Ooh, you just gotta practice, honestly, when it comes out. Combat Weasel, you could go for a Magwell grip. You could also do that, yeah. Yeah, I definitely would recommend that. Hello from Sweden, Marcus. Thank you very much for tuning in. I very much appreciate having you here. And to everyone watching, question: I'm DSGing my MP5K. I'm gonna rip. That's not even the question, dude. Go for it, Trace. That would be a really cool setup. I'm curious as to what your ROF will end up being. Hi, Scott. My AK mag keeps double stacking. Which mags should I get for my SEMA? Kind of surprised to hear that's happening to you. I would stay away from the ENL ones, the LCT ones. Let's see. You do have the PTS ones you could choose from. The Arcturus magazines are pretty damn good. I've got, if we're looking at AK and M4 mags, I've got quite a lot. So I've got Specna all the way down here. These are all Arcturus and a couple ENL ones. G36 mags back there. Pile of EPM, older EPMs that I've had from old events. Some of these don't have base plates anymore. I get a lot of free magazines from swap meets or like dollar magazines. Since I stick around at swap meets for so long, a lot of times either the store that's doing the swap meet will have a bunch of like lost and found stuff that we're getting rid of at the very end for like $1 or something. So I get a lot of magazines that way. But yeah, there's a lot of picks you can have right there. Do you have any AEG rifles? Very much so. AEG right there, AEG right there, AEG M16. Both of those are AEGs. Yeah, I have a pretty big mix of AEGs, some gas blowbacks, and one Springer over here. Yo, thank you very much for watching from Deutschland. What's the best start platform for Airsoft? M4, because I don't know if I'm starting out good because I'm planning on buying an M14. The M14 has, it's going to be more difficult to find magazines, upgrade parts internally. Techs don't very much like working on the version 7 gearbox too much. It's very antiquated to them. Hey Scott, do brands regularly reach out for sponsorships? What is it like? What is that like? Actually, yeah, I can go ahead and answer that one too. I would stick to the M4 if you're just starting off, by the way. The M14, it's cool, but it's got a bunch of drawbacks, and honestly, that would be a pretty good topic for a video of pros and cons. Let me go ahead and take a swig, and I'll go ahead and answer Antares. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. I'm sorry, my man, but yeah, I'll go ahead and answer your question here in one moment. Show us your M4 that you recommend. Oh man, I don't really have any of the beginner ones in my collection. I just kind of not my thing, but I've done many reviews over M4s I recommend. Now, when it comes to sponsorships, I get asked this quite a bit, and I'm always trying to be upfront with you guys when it comes to my sponsorships that I get from time to time. So I haven't gotten any recently because I've cut back on making videos just because I've been trying to really, pronunciation was on point, bro. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've cut back on videos because I've been trying to focus on my new job, and whenever I get home, I just don't have the time. However, when sponsorships happen, it's usually because I know pretty much everybody in the airsoft industry in the United States. So let's say Arcturus wants to reach out to me, right? I won't use names here, but one of my friends will go ahead and reach out to me. And then Tristan again! How fast can you chug a Gatorade? I wish I had some Gatorade, dude. I need to go get some groceries. We've just been slacking. So I need to go buy some groceries. Gatorade sounds pretty good. I like Powerade more though. And I don't try to blow out my stomach by chugging these. Tristan, thank you very much again. And to anybody else that wants to donate for any reason, definitely use the link that is pinned to the very top of the chat, because then it goes straight to us and YouTube doesn't take a cut. I will throw your name on the wall of supporters. Very much appreciate anybody for that. So, one of my friends, let's say from Arcturus, will reach out to me. Hey, we have something coming to the market soon. We can send it to you early. How much would you charge to make a video? And I promise you, I swear to God, this is exactly how it goes, right? They'll ask me, how much would I charge for that? I'll give them a number, and then Tristan again. Then why don't you blow your back out? What the fuck? Tristan, what? Okay, so they'll ask me, how much would I charge them for the video? I give them my number. If we make an agreement, they'll go ahead and send it to me, and I'll ask them, hey, what's something you absolutely want me, like a couple things that you absolutely want me to point out. Not say, that's different. Not to say, but what they want me to point out. And what I mean by that is I can't pick up replicas because YouTube will shut us down. But let's say, hey, people have reviewed this gun, but they didn't point out that you could take out the magazine release and throw it on the other side of the gun. No one's pointed it out. Can you make sure you point that out? Yeah, sure, not a problem. Also, we hooked this one up with new compression parts because the old versions were kind of shitty. Can you point that out? Yeah, not a problem. I can point that out too. I never get told you cannot say anything bad. There's a big misconception about that, or at least when it comes to like perceived other reviewers. As for myself, and I'm only talking about myself, I don't get told we'll pay you more if you make a positive review or anything. I always say, we're going to do this review. You are subject to getting a negative review. This just paying me for my services of making the video does not mean you get a positive review. It can go terrible. And the only thing I won't do is I won't review something that ends up being a lemon, something that just dies on me randomly. I won't leave it to that, but I will take note of that for quality control. I will point that out if it happens, but I'm not going to be like, yeah, all of them suck because this one blew out on me. No, I'll go ahead and ask whoever I'm working with, hey, this happened, the motor exploded. That could be a big problem. Would you like to send another one, and we can go ahead and roll this again and try getting that video done. That causes delays in the reviews, but it has to be done. Another thing I always try to point out in my reviews, never just stop with my video. If I review something and I'm like, yeah, its range is good, the hop up was good, but the power is all over the place on the chronograph, it's not very consistent, don't stop with me. Go watch other reviews, read some articles if you need to. Other owners will write stuff up on, I don't know, Reddit or something like that. Read that stuff up so you can get a really good idea for quality control. Because whereas something might have performed 100% well for me, never just stop with me. Yeah, what I do is that I refuse to offer reviews in exchange for anything. I only do unboxings, showcase. No, I get that. I get that. The only reason why the reason why I'm going to charge, which should be pretty obvious, and there's no problem with you doing the way you're doing, not a problem at all. The only reason why I charge is because I have to take time out of my schedule that I might have been doing some other videos that I might have wanted. I might have gone on trips. It just, for whatever reason, we just had like a lag spike. Yeah, it's just because it's taking my time. I'm providing a service, and regardless if the review does positive or negative, a company is going to make money off of it. So I want to get a chunk of that. I don't eat guns and gear, you know? Nah, bro, get the bag. I charge as well, but I'm just getting started. No, not a problem. I totally understand. Yeah, if you guys ever have any questions about how I do things on YouTube, feel free to ask. I have no problems answering any questions. And again, to anybody who's been asking questions and they haven't gotten an answer from me, feel free to ask them again, add some emojis. I'll try to get to everybody. Yo, what do you think is the Nexus? What do you think about the Nexus HPA engines? I would really need to get my hands on them and test them myself. Whenever I saw them at MOA, I thought it was interesting. They got a lot of popularity at the booth at MOA, and that was always good to see. But they're starting to get some popularity in the United States, and I'm very interested on if we did like some kind of comparison, where I did a comparison just for my notes' sake, for like Polar Star, Wolverine, you know, kind of thing. Let's see. What's up? Ace's High Hobbies. How are you freaking doing? Does the stream get lagging for you guys? I'm noticing that we're like going up and down. It's very odd. Any tips for starting Airsoft channel? Really determine it kind of, how should I put this? If you're starting an Airsoft channel, it really comes down to what you want to do. What is better in your opinion, SEMA, LCT, RPK, SEMA or LCT, RPK? I want to bring one to MSW. Both of them will treat you very well. I think the LCT is much better put together. Just my personal opinion, but I think the LCT is much better put together. I've seen a lot of SEMAs and a lot of weird things fall off of them, but they keep working. Both of them just really work for a long damn time. Nice, thank you, not a problem. So if you're starting an Airsoft channel, figure out what you want to do. Do you want to make reviews primarily? Do you want to make gameplay videos? Most channels in the airsoft scene, as you've seen, kind of stick to one thing. I'm not trying to like boast that I'm special or anything, but the US Airsoft channel is kind of an anomaly when it comes to that, because I don't like to just do reviews or gameplay videos or tips and tricks videos. I like to do what I want to do, right? And that bites me in the ass. I will be honest with you. Not everybody who watches me wants to watch a review or wants to watch a gameplay video or a countdown or something. People subscribe for specific things. Is the Perun V2 MOSFET any good? Yes, actually they are very good. A lot of people love them. So yeah, no problem with those. But yeah, figure out what you want to do. If you want to be a variety channel, you got to really keep in mind that, yeah, same problem. A lot of people are going to watch you only for a specific type of video. But if you don't really care and you want to make the videos that you want to make only, then dude, you'll enjoy it a lot more. But if you, let's say, focus on gameplay videos, you're going to have to learn how to use an editor very confidently. One thing I really recommend to people who really... What's up, Yotis? How you freaking doing, by the way? Try to find your exact niche within hobby and you can build from there. That's a good point, yes. Get very confident and comfortable with your editing software. One thing I did whenever I was first starting off using Sony Vegas and Windows Movie Maker, back when I was using that, was trying to figure out how to do other channels. I tried to learn how to make a music channel, and once I knew how to make those videos, I watched a channel called Wobblecraft. I watched, I think it was called DSG, I could be wrong. Brutal Dubstep was very popular, and I was trying to figure out how to make those types of visualizers and all that kind of stuff. After I learned there, I was practicing on how to make vlog videos. Once I felt confident with that, I just learned how to do everybody else's videos so I can mix and match all those effects and make the channel, make the videos that I wanted to do. And I'm very happy with that. What's up, bro? Theo, how you freaking doing? And Gray Bush, happy 4th of July, my man. And happy 4th of July and happy Independence Day to all the Americans here in the chat. You guys should have an amazing night. Just be safe, eat as much food as you possibly can, spend some time with your friends and family. Be yourself and never compromise your ideals. Memes are a good start. Good luck. Absolutely. Absolutely. I started editing in Vegas a long time ago for school projects. It snowballed from there, and here we are. Yeah, that's, dude, I still use Sony Vegas to this day, and I'm very confident in what I can do. And like, even if there's some kind of weird like effect that I don't know, just a couple Google searches and boom, you know how to do it. And then you can manipulate that effect and make it your own even more. There's one channel, I forget what his name is. I really forget what his name is. I think it's like Squirrel Airsoft. I could be totally wrong about it. He figured out how to do something that I had been trying to figure out how to do for years. So one thing he does is whenever he hits somebody on the field, he makes like an outline of them, like as the hit marker. So you'll see exactly where the person is. So if only he can see it, it's really hard to see on the editor. He hits them, you'll see the outline. I think it's Squirrel Airsoft. They could be completely wrong. But I had been trying to figure that out for a while, but it took so damn long to do it because I would keyframe it. And I know that was really inefficient. So I dropped the idea. Years later on, I find him doing it. And I am happy. It actually looks really good. I think that could be one great way to make his channel stand out. Because that one little thing, that one little edit, it looks so good. Because people get a lot of hits and they add the same Call of Duty hit marker you've been seeing for like the past 12 years. I want to do something different. And I like the way my hit markers look in my recent gameplay videos. Tell me what you guys think whenever I drop the next gameplay video. Because it's coming out hopefully Monday. Hopefully. I'm almost done with it. I'm almost done with it. Please, if you guys watch that, critique it. I really want to know your opinions on it. Which brand makes the best MP5? What brand makes the best MP5? SEMA makes a lot of good ones, I would say. It kind of matters. What I would say is best gas blowback MP5, VFC. It's got to be a VFC. Best AEG MP5? Ooh, that's a toss-up between VFC and SEMA now. VFC makes really good bodies for them, but a lot of people gut out the internals. SEMA makes a lot more variants. So that's what I like more. So I would probably go with the SEMA if you were going to go with AEG. What do I do with my videos to add a magnifying circle that tracks the players so they stay centered? You got to get good at tracking. Just look up some videos over tracking on YouTube. You'll figure that out pretty well. It sounds like a combination of 3 different effects: keyframing, tracking, and just cropping out things. That'll help out a lot. People want it to be clear, and you got to think, if you're editing Airsoft videos, regardless if it's reviews or gameplay videos, discussions, you got to think, I need to make this video acceptable even to the dumbest person that could watch this and somehow make it impossible for them to screw up or misinterpret or not understand. Because if you do that, you're going to save a lot of people a lot of time, and they're going to love your videos. And that's not to really discredit people like, oh, well, I still don't understand it. Well, you must be an idiot. It's not saying like that. It's just one of the rules I had. Make videos so difficult for anyone to misconstrue or mess up in their head that any idiot can figure out what you're trying to point out. It helps so much. And as someone who grew up being told to explain myself for everything, I always over-explain. You guys probably see that I talk a lot to explain the most simple of questions and answers. But it helps, right? Let me go ahead and throw Tristan R and Airsoft up there 3 more freaking times. If you guys see this section right here on the wall of supporters, all this is just Tristan. So to anyone who wants to donate, to anyone who wants to get their name on the wall of supporters, definitely use the link that is pinned to the very top of the chat. I very much appreciate anyone who does. Let me go ahead and throw these names up there, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the collection again, answer some more questions. I see you guys up here. I want to be absolutely sure that I answer as many questions as possible. Throw that name up there. Tristan again. Tristan again. I'm probably just going to start stacking your name, Tristan, and there's just going to be like this much gap off the wall with just your sticky notes, just all attached to each other. Also, have you heard of Buffalo Battlegrounds? Western New York and Micro Draco will be here on Sunday. I have not heard of them. I've only been to New York once. I didn't have much time to do anything. I looked around. I didn't even really get the chance to get out of the car. So I apologize, but no, I haven't been up there. What software do you use to edit your videos? Sony Vegas 18. Not going to say where I got it, but yeah, that's what I got. And soon, once I move out of here, we're going to be getting renting out a house soon. I'm going to get rid of my console setup that I've got here. Let me just go ahead and swap this around. So, by the way, I just finally got myself a PlayStation 5. Tristan, thank you very much. Collab video with Scott Memes. I would like to do, and then Cutter Airsoft for the wall. Sorry, I don't use PayPal. That's totally fine, my man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it regardless. Let me throw a like on there and throw a like on there. Tristan and Cutter, I will throw you to the wall of supporters very soon. Thank you very much. It definitely remind me if I forget. But I'm going to be getting rid of all of this, adding a really big, tall table, and getting myself an Ozza Pyramid PC build. It would be so awesome. But yeah, I've got like all of my PlayStations down here. I just kind of push this off to the side so I can make room for this. It's not like this normally. But yeah, just got a PlayStation 5 Pro. I need to get Gran Turismo and the new Tony Hawk game pre-ordered. Yeah, I'm very happy to have that. But yeah, once we move in the house, I'm getting rid of that, getting a PC build, and all of my editing software is getting upgraded. Hi, and what are we doing? I'm just kind of just answering as many questions as I possibly can that anyone might have about Airsoft and just hanging out with you guys. Please do a collab with Evic Matt. Please, please, please. I would love to. We just don't ever have the time whenever I'm there. Went from Vegas to Resolve and never looked back. A lot of people are telling me to do that. You're still using Vegas? It's time to grow up. No wonder you do all that keyframing. I like keyframing, though. It's kind of relaxing. It's very odd. Combat Weasel, done editing before. Thoughts on the Backdraft Phoenix? I've never heard of it. I'm sorry. I've just never heard of that. Yo, I was wondering if the SEMA Sport is a good beginner M4. Let me go ahead and look that one up. And then I can also write Cutter Airsoft and Tristan again. SEMA Sports. Evic. SEMA Sports. A lot of sport ones, I believe, are like the super budget guns, though. which you could do a lot better. They're okay. I have looked these up. I honestly think if you can save up another $30 or $40, you can do monumentally better. You can go from okay to, oh, this will last me years and years. So if you can, I really would recommend that you save up like $80 more, mow a few lawns if you need to, rake some leaves, just go just go do a couple chores for some people around the neighborhood, get that money up. You'll be so much better off. Cutter, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I will add you to that. Yeah, I would definitely recommend save just a little bit more money. It's okay, but you could do a lot better, I think. First time seeing your face. Ghost Wolf Gaming. Yo, how are you doing? I don't really try to hide myself. I mean, my face is right on the banner. Tristan Art in Airsoft again. Yeah, I appear in pretty much every one of my videos nowadays. I'm not trying to hide myself. All right, thanks, bro. Not a problem at all. Arcturus M4 Mark 1 is a great starter gun. Yes, it is. King, yeah, it's absolutely a really good pick. Okay, Cutter and Tristan, again, I will throw you guys up here. And again, I'm sorry, I don't know why YouTube mirrors these live streams. I am not allowed to turn that off for some reason, and it's pretty annoying. I wish I could have these non-mirrored, but whatever. Cutter, Tristan, again. All right. Let me go ahead. 90% of the work is learning your tools. Yeah, that's mostly it. And then once you have knowledge of all your editing skill, I mean, you can do anything. Hey, Scott, should I convert my old ICS AK-74M to HPA or get a gas blowback? Both of them come with their advantages. So HPA, very consistent. You can get a lot of range out of it if you dial things in and you get the right parts. So I would say those are the good pros for that. Now, if you get a gas blowback, let's say like my AUG back here, if you get a gas blowback, you'll have just a little bit more fun with it. I think gas blowbacks are the most... I'm surprised this thing's still on, by the way. My kittens are all asleep. So, I would say gas blowbacks have the most fun. HPAs are the most consistent. Pretty pricey, though. James, yo, thank you very much for the 3. Everybody in chat, do me a favor. Say thank you, James. Just say thank you to James. Thank y'all very much. Are you doing games this Saturday with Viking Airsoft? No, I'll be staying home. I want to finish my video. I would love to go play Airsoft at my home field at Mission Airsoft. I really would. But I just feel like I need to focus on getting a video done. It's been too damn long, and I'm so excited about this next video. I think this next video is one of my better edited videos. I don't know if I'd say my best, because I really, really enjoy my 1v1 me videos. But I really think that my latest video that I'm almost done with will be one of my best edited videos. So yeah, let me go ahead and get James on the wall of supporters. And thank you very much to anyone who is donating. Let me get James up there. James, Chelikkas. Yep. Thank you very much, James. Are you doing games this Saturday? Oh, whoops, I just read that one. Just wanted to say I appreciate your in-depth reviews. You're in part responsible for the G&G SBR 308 Mark 1 I got. Not that much out there on it. Yo, thank you very much, Captain. I very much appreciate you, my man. Hopefully you keep enjoying the videos that I put together. I'm trying my best to get as many done. I'm just trying not to overwork myself and just get super stressed out. I don't know why, but for the past 3 weeks, I broke out in acne. I've never had problem without acne, but I just got super... Oh my God, Tristan! Tristan! I've been so stressed out lately with trying to balance my new work schedule. I'm doing very well now. I'm very happy, but I was just trying to balance out having a normal job again. It was ridiculous. Tristan, thank you very much. If you got yourself a channel membership, you better thank Tristan right now. Dang it, didn't get me. Tristan, Big shout out to you, and to anyone who got a channel membership. You better thank this man. I didn't have it on. Nice, Tristan. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, the Backdraft Phoenix is a budget HPA engine that I personally love. It compares to the Polarstar. Pigeon, that's actually really interesting. I'll have to look that up. Any plans for reviewing the Prime series from Specna Arms or the J series Prime? At the moment, and yo, Matt 39 Infinity. Matt 39 Infinity. Hi, Scott. I've been watching your videos for a while, and I love your videos. Keep up the amazing work, and have an extremely awesome 4th of July. Matt with the 5, thank you very much. Everyone in chat, do me a favor. Say thank you, Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. I very much appreciate you. I very much appreciate you, Tristan. And to anybody else who's donating, thank you so much. I'm trying to get to everybody. I have to keep in mind that I need to go ahead and end this live stream, actually. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to end this live stream in 5 minutes. I didn't realize we went way over my time. Okay, we'll do 10 more minutes. And then James again with the 2. Thanks, Tristan and Matt. Everybody, y'all have been freaking awesome. I'm sorry, guys. I want to spend some time with my family tonight. We're Texans. We're going to go out to the country. We're going to pop fireworks. We're going to cook brisket. We're going to cook some pulled pork. It's just going to be a good time. It's raining outside, but we really do not care. It is the 4th of July. We're going to go have fun. And for whatever reason, the live stream went down on my computer. What happened? We better have not got shut down right now. But Matt, thank you very much for the 5, and thank you very much for watching, my man. I very much appreciate having you here. What is your PKM? James, again, by the way, and we'll go ahead and get back to the guns. Practice gun safety. Yes, absolutely. We'll have a great night, Scott. Be safe and be well. Gray, thank you very much. And thank you to these guys. Let's go ahead and get you on the wall, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So James, Tristan again, and then James again. Oh, I forgot. And Matt. I was like, wait a minute. I'm missing somebody here. Okay, just join. And then Tristan and Riley right now. Dude, thank you very much. Opinion on Dragon Ball or favorite anime? Okay, that's interesting. Don't lose your fingers tonight with fireworks. No, I'll let the little kids light off the mortars. Thank you, my man. Tristan again, and then Riley. Thank you very much. Opinion on Dragon Ball? Okay, this is weird. I don't know why, but I skipped the original Dragon Ball series. I went straight to Z, but it was because I was like too young whenever Dragon Ball Z was all over Toonami when I was a little kid. So I just really liked Dragon Ball Z. I just rewatched all of Z not too long ago. I watched Baki all over Netflix. My favorite anime is at Eka 7, then Black Lagoon, FLCL. I don't know where I'd put that on the list. I'm kind of like the boring anime person. I've watched all the like really hyped up animes. I've watched High School of the Dead. I've watched. I recently just watched. What was the stupid one? What was this really terrible one that was like super popular? Elfen Lied. I just watched Elfen Lied. And then Matt again. Hope you enjoy your good old Texan barbecue. Yo, Matt. Again, everybody, please thank Matt in the chat just for being awesome. Thank you very much, Matt. I know I was saying that we're going to take a look at the replicas, but then you guys wanted to just be amazingly awesome to me. Thanks, Matt. What about the Cowboy Bebop? I want to watch. Cowboy Bebop's really cool. No, Cowboy Bebop is awesome. Like, there's no way you can hate on Cowboy Bebop. I just thought it was funny when we went to Japan, and I don't know how the conversation went up, but they told us that the way they say Cowboy Bebop in Japan was just Cowboy Beboparu, and I was like, that sounds so racistly stupid. Like that, there's no way. It's like, nope, that's right. But yo, thank you very much to these people. Throw your names up there again, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the replicas. Riley, Tristan, and Matt again. Thank you guys so much. Can you show that AA12 closer? Yes. So I forgot there was something else that somebody asked for me to take a look at, and now I cannot remember what the hell they wanted me to show. But we are looking at the AA12. AA12 is... Where's my... Oh, yes. I don't know how this big black block blended into anything. I do have a really big PCU tracer unit. I do have that. And I am ordering a drum magazine in this next order from Evic. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get that because I will be at Take One Airsoft August 1st and 2nd. So, they've got an event. If you're in the area, get yourself to Take One Airsoft in August. I think they have all the event information on their Instagram and Facebook, and I think on their website. So, if you find me at Take One, you will see me with this AA12 and a drum magazine. One last thing before I go. What's your favorite real-life gun? Tank and jet. So, favorite gun is the Galil. I have a real Galil. So, I already have that done. Oh, yeah, the PKM. The PKM. This PKM is a A&K. It needs a little bit of work, and I want to HPA this because an HPA'd PKM is one of the most, insufferable things to go up against. So, yeah, I cannot wait to get this HPA'd. Favorite jet, SR-71 Blackbird. That one's, no contest. Favorite tank, I'm not much of an armor guy. So, I honestly can't tell you. The Abrams, no, that's super boring. The Abrams is boring, but, I guess it makes sense. It just seems like too safe of a choice. The Sherman. I do like the Sherman. Favorite H&K gun. That's a really difficult one. I think the HK21 is really sexy. I like the HK53 because it's just kind of ridiculous. I forget what the MP5 size G3 is called. I forget what the number for that is. But that is probably the most absurd thing I have seen. So yeah, that one's good. There's a lot of H&Ks, so it's really difficult for me to put my finger on it. And Spartan Jess. Yo, dude, hopefully you're doing good. I haven't heard from you in a while. Nice to see you streaming again. I'll be premiering a channel update video sometime in the near future. You're more than welcome to join when it goes live. Dude, thank you very much. I very much appreciate you being here. Also, DJ, yo, what are you freaking doing? HK33, is that the one I'm thinking about? That thing is absurd. Can you reload an AK? I can't touch the replicas, sadly, on YouTube because YouTube will shut us down. You're not allowed to touch firearms on YouTube. Oh, Scott, but they're airsoft guns. They're not firearms. Not according to YouTube. It's a bit of a bummer, but we have to play by their rules. It's their house after all. So Spartan Jess, dude, thank you very much for the 10. Very much appreciate you. I will throw you. And I know it's reversed. That's just YouTube. I will throw you, Spartan Jess, on the wall of supporters. Thank you very much, my man. I'll get you up here a little bit because I haven't seen you in a bit, my man. Hopefully you're doing good. I like the blue speed rifle. Ah, yes. That. So that would be, swap over. That would be this. Let me get my leg in here. By the way, the most patriotic shorts. I've got this. This is the RWA BAD Diesel Tanabe. It's been a fat minute. Dude, hopefully you're doing good. I will throw your name up there on the wall of supporters. Please remind me. Thank you very much, Diesel. Very much appreciate you being here. So, this guy is an RWA BAD. This paint job is also UV reactive. All the little dots will glow. Bro, fireworks are starting already for me. It's 3:43. I also have a SeaWorld season pass, so we'll probably go to SeaWorld possibly Sunday. We're going to go watch the final Ozzy Osbourne concert. So we're going to do that tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, I'm replacing a bunch of the parts with blue. So I've already got this. This is a trace unit inside. Blue rails. I just ordered blue screws for those. Blue magazine release, charging handle. The things I ordered this time around, I ordered the extended TTI magazines with the blue base plate. I think those will look really damn good on this. And I think ordered some internal parts, spring, and I can't remember. This thing is not very consistent, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade a bunch of parts very soon. So that thing's not done yet, but I can't wait for it to be. And by the way, for everyone watching, thank y'all very much. The kittens are kind of just waking up. Howie. Yeah. This is Howie, and he looks kind of tired. He probably just woke up from a nap. So they're almost ready to be adopted out. Howie is staying with us. Leslie is thrilled. Winnie and Misty here, they're going to get adopted out. I think my boss from my new job is going to go ahead and adopt one of these. And then I believe a fan of the channel is actually adopting the other one. So I'm letting the first person decide on which one they want. So, yep, they're just chilling here. Destroyers of worlds. They're just chilling. They're not too vocal whenever they're just sitting around. And thank y'all very much for 41 likes. Does YouTube let you touch parts of them separate to the gun itself? Kinda. It's really inconsistent. So as you might have seen earlier, I picked up magazines. Now this isn't attached to the replicas, but if I were to go ahead and throw this in a replica, that would probably be a different story. So yeah. But yeah, it's very picking. It's really temperamental on Airsoft. On YouTube, I just can't pick up the rifle, manipulate it and stuff. I cannot touch these. If I even pull out the magazine, that's grounds for getting shut down. Could you stream somewhere else or so you could touch it? What about trace units? Trace units, what about them? I like them a lot. Could I touch one? I could. I can't unscrew that one. Shred, I'm trying to start Airsoft. I can't wait. Dude, you're going to love it. But could I stream somewhere else? So that has come up quite a bit. We tried streaming on Twitch. That got shut down. Other people have gotten shut down from Twitch. So it's very inconsistent there. So you just don't really touch it anymore. All the kittens meowed at the same time. No touchy, no. Yeah, you just can't touch them. It's very silly because I'm trying to conduct an Airsoft channel where I am not allowed to touch replicas, but only for the live streams. So yeah, you kind of just have to win some and lose some when it comes to Airsoft a lot. Rumble, I haven't really messed with Rumble very much. By the way, Diesel, thank you very much for your super chat. Very much appreciated it, my man. I don't think you've ever donated before. I could be wrong about that, but dude, thank you very much. Very much appreciate you. I will throw you up on the wall of supporters. And we're about to go ahead and end this live stream in 4 minutes, guys. So if you guys have any questions and I haven't answered them yet, please ask them again. Add some emojis so I can absolutely see them. I don't want to skip anyone. We're going to go ahead and end this in a bit so I can go and take a trip out to my family who live about like 40 or 50 minutes away. So I got to go do that. But Diesel, thank you very much. I very much appreciate you. Let me go ahead and throw you up here. It's been a fat minute. It's just, oh, okay, I see. Coco Willow, best M60. I like the A&Ks simply because there's a lot of parts for them. They've been out there for a long time, so they're heavily supported. However, favorite replica is the Galil AR by ICS. It's always been my favorite. What's your favorite pistol? My WE Gold Desert Eagles. I'll show that to you in one moment. Yeah, it would have to be definitely my... No, I wouldn't say they're my favorite, honestly. I love my Black Lagoon Cutlass Pride chats. Name drop your favorite brands you've worked with so I can reach out. I've always enjoyed myself working with Arcturus. They always really are very nice to me. Laylacs were also really cool. I mean, they're the ones that made our Japanese trip work out. My WE Desert Eagles, these things are huge. The gold looks really ugly on live stream for some reason, whereas this looks even nicer on live stream. These look terrible on live stream. But I love using those. You can probably tell by the amount of wear on this one from all my holster use. So should I buy a new M4 or add accessories to my Mark CQB? That's honestly a really personal one. It kind of comes down to what you want exactly. I have that exact sailor hat that's on the octopus. Oh, you mean Captain Roundbottom? Yeah, he's just chilling. Is an Noveske N4 a good choice for a gas blowback rifle? I love this thing, dude. It's so lightweight that the recoil feels extra nice on it. And it looks a little different on live stream, the color, but this thing just kicks ass. I love this thing. Do you have a Discord server? No. And I'm very much happy to not have a Discord server anymore. We had one, and it turned into mayhem. What battery should I get if I use an 11.1, or does it even matter? What battery should I get? No, it really doesn't matter what 11.1 you use, as long as it fits. As long as you know how to use one. Wade Denver. There, I said your name. As long as you know how to use a LiPo battery, then you'll be fine. I'm almost done upgrading my dual Desert Eagle 10 centimeter. What? Using outdoors cutter. You're a madman. Airsoft moderator. I'm trying to be. VFC Glock 17 Gen 5 or VFC MP7 gas blowback as my first gas blowback. The MP7 you'll have a lot of fun with. You can also just really build that up with a whole bunch of accessories and do crazy stuff to it. Best pistol. There really is no best pistol. There's really no best of anything in specific for Airsoft. It just comes down to what you are looking for. And there's so many different subcategories. What is the best AK-74U? Well, I can't answer that. Best AK-74U, in your opinion, that's AEG. Build quality-wise, the E&L. Performance-wise, I think the Semas last a little bit longer. That and they have in like ETUs and stuff. Or Arcturus makes them if you don't need them to be as accurate to the real thing when it comes to the wooden furniture and stuff like that. So it's so very specific. Asking me directly, what's the best pistol? I can't ask that. I really can't answer that. Tyler Butch, thank you very much for tuning in. Discord is a dark place of doom. Yeah, that's definitely true. Thoughts on the Pit Viper? I want to get a Pit Viper. I really want to get a Pit Viper. I just don't really... I haven't really looked into it. Up here, this will be the last question I answer, by the way, for now. But I have my Combat Master Alpha, and I love this thing. It's one of my favorite pistols in my collection. But yeah, the Sand Viper, Pit Viper, yeah, I really love it. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you biting my toes? Are you biting my toes? Look at this. This monster. Let me go ahead and throw her up here on my shoulder here. But guys, I need to go ahead and end this. Just because we have a long drive to make and I got to go ahead and get dressed. Okay, I guess you want to just be on my shoulder. But guys, thank you to everybody watching. Thank you to all the people that like this live stream and to every single person who donated today. It's been a really awesome live stream. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everyone. Thank you very much just for watching and being here. We will be streaming again Friday, and I hope to have my next video out by Monday. And oh, she's digging her claws in the back of my neck. Guys, I need to go ahead and end this, but thank you very much to everybody watching. Just have fun out there, and remember to spend some time with your friends or family, and just make sure that they have some, that they just feel loved. Thank you, everybody. I will see you all next time. Bye.